Hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
What's going on?
Just hanging out at MicroConf.
Yeah, we're in a room together.
We are.
It's someone asked me last night, like, is it nice to see Derrick in person, even though you like see each other each week? And I was like, yeah, he's different in 3D.
Yep. Indeed.
It's got a different vibe.
We're in meat space.
We are in meat space. How's the conference going for you?
It's been going well. Yeah, it's kind of surreal to see all our internet friends that I've only seen on the internet for the past 2 years in real life. This year at MicroConf, it's like a little bit of a down year in terms of attendance, I think, just because people have a bunch of backed up travel and some people COVID concerned or whatever. So it's kind of interesting how it feels almost like earlier days of MicroConf in the sense of like a smaller crowd. Like you can kind of get to meet everybody in the room pretty easily, whereas before it was getting a little large.
Yeah. What did Rob say? 108, 60? Something?
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere around that. Mm-hmm. And normally it's like 270 is the normal cap.
Pushing closer to 300 normally. So.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so it's a more intimate MicroConf. Mm-hmm. It's a MicroConf.
Yeah, and it's the first one outside of Vegas in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
So here we are in Minneapolis. It's
easy drive for you.
Yep.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah. I'm excited to see a bit of the city. We're not going to do some activities later today, which would be cool. But I've talked to a number of people. Every time I mention Minneapolis to somebody, like I'm texting friends or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I have friends that live there. They love it. Mm-hmm. Like it's got it has a good rep."
Yeah,
it makes me wish I were like doing more here. So I was saying to you, like I want to come back in the summer and like just like actually do like a focused on the seeing the area.
Yeah, we should do it. It's the Portland of the Midwest is the best analogy I can come up with. I think it's got like a lot of microbreweries, good like really good food scene, a lot of nature woven into the city.
Yeah.
So you can spend time along one of our many lakes or the Mississippi River, and
seems like the bike path situation is very strong.
Oh yeah,
like good bike infra.
Lots of good bike infrastructure. So I could take you on a nice 60-mile bike ride.
I'm going to use an e-bike, I think. Okay. It's a very soft seat.
Yeah.
I once did a 50-mile ride with like basically no prep.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
Yeah.
Those saddles are not the softest after the end of 50 miles.
No. When I first got into road biking, I have a buddy out here that is pretty into it and has had like a nice lightweight road bike for a long time. One of our first trips out, he was like, "Let's go do a century." And
what?
I wasn't even sure like what that was going to be like physically.
You're like, what does century mean exactly?
Right. And so it was like 7 hours, in the saddle.
7 hours.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Because my pace was not great. I was on like not a very optimized bike for that type of distance either.
That's the bike's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I blame it on the bike. But it kind of felt like I was running a marathon with no training.
Yikes. Yeah, that sounds brutal.
But I survived.
Nice. Yeah. So how the talks, like, what's been good for you? What are you enjoying?
Yeah. So aside from like the seeing all the people element, which that's probably the number one for me is just, interacting with folks that I only see online normally. But yeah, the conference kicked off with April Dunford, who I'm a big fan. I've consumed all the positioning work she's done.
She seems so fun. I wish I'd actually hung out with her while she was here.
Yeah.
Like she just has a great vibe.
Yep.
She seems very real and entertaining. And I just,
Yeah. She's a treat. So like, I felt like her talk got a lot of wheels spinning in my mind just about like making sure that you're attracting people into your product that are actually a good fit for it. And I've realized that with SavvyCal, I feel like when I was starting out, it was sort of like throwing the doors open as wide as possible and trying to like get anyone who does any kind of scheduling to try out the product and see if it's a good fit for them, and gradually start to get a better sense for, who is SavvyCal really best for, which I think is something that's good to do early on. I think she talks about that in her book, like keeping it very broad. But as things have progressed and the business has become more specialized for a certain group of people, something she was talking about was like being very upfront about who your product is good for. Even like publishing a buyer's guide could be one idea of like saying, if you have this type of use case, you may be better fit with, using this other competing tool. Because what I'm finding is like, we are attracting people with certain use cases where it's like SavvyCal is not a great fit right now and probably won't be even in the near term. And so those people are likely to come in, email support a bunch, and then ultimately churn. And that's burdensome on the business.
Are you still thinking that you'll niche down to a smaller group, or are you like happy going wide? Like, what are you thinking there?
I mean, the question is how deeply to niche down. Like, is it
Right.
does the headline change to scheduling software for X,
Right.
Where like X is an easily definable thing?
Mhm.
Probably not. Like, so it's probably still going to be like maybe 3 or 4 specific use cases that we figure out how to like massage well into the marketing site. So when you land on the homepage, if you're in one of those kind of 4 buckets, say, you kind of feel like it's speaking to you.
Interesting. So yeah, niching into use cases as opposed to like people, like personas.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Yeah.
It was interesting seeing this state of independent SaaS report. Had a couple of notes from that. One of them being like credit card up front versus no credit card on trials. And I know this is consistent with what you've experienced with Tuple when you dropped it.
Yeah.
Like basically net like even on amount of business, but you're getting more kind of leads in the door, more people touching the product, which it's counter to like the wisdom that I've heard of like keep a credit card up front on trial to make sure that you're having most qualified people coming through the funnel. But if the numbers are kind of panning out, generally speaking, then it's seems kind of optimal to have more people touching the product, especially if you're trying to do like product-led growth. So
right, exactly. Yeah, that's my preference overall, I would say. Although I there's part of me just wants to be contrarian and like go back to the old way and just like charge for trials, like just that 70% trial conversion rate was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been floating around pretty consistently.
Yeah, 70% trial conversion rate
of people who sign up. Yeah, trial to paid.
Trial to paid.
Yep.
Can you do anything for free? Like, do you have to?
Not really. You can like set up your account and preview stuff.
70%. So what? That's insane.
A lot of people sign up, look around, don't actually sign up for a trial. So the free sign up, like create an account to signing up for a trial is, I don't actually have that number top of mind.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of drop off there. But the people who actually do start their trial, which allows them to activate their links and they have their card on file in that case.
Yeah.
That is around 70%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You need more trials.
I know. That's the goal.
That's cool. Yeah. Wow. When we used to charge up front too, like you get paid for every trial. That was another beautiful thing too. It's just like, oh yeah, we make thousands of dollars a month on failed trials.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of nice. But no, I think we're going to keep pushing down the give it to more people thing. I think that's but maybe just for fun, we'll swap it for a few months.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's interesting experiments to run.
So you gonna raise your pricing or what?
I think we're gonna test it.
Yeah.
We raised prices on new customers, which so far seems to be just going great. Just like no problems.
Yeah.
But we were talking last night about why not? There's this whole bulk of users that are existing customers. I think we're going to test it out. I think we're going to basically try a small cohort and see what happens.
Yep.
And just like see what the response is. We are on the expensive side, and like we just are. I don't know that I would do an aggressive thing, but I think it's worth experimenting with.
Yeah.
Like I'm fairly confident about the product overall, I guess. Like I think it's really good. And so like the people that like it, our churn past the first couple months, like once you sort of have the people that never really activate, is pretty strong. People seem to really dig it. So like, and like we haven't changed the pricing in years.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
So it feels like now might be a decent time.
I saw Patrick Campbell tweeting about something recently saying like the optimal time, like you should be experimenting with your pricing every quarter or something. Which
does he happen to make money every time people?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great question. Yeah.
Yes, and the GDPR lawyers are convinced that GDPR applies to all U.S. companies.
Oh, yes.
Shocker. Yeah, it's been years, and that does not feel right to me. So it's certainly worth an experiment. We'll see. We have customers that listen to this, so don't tell anybody. But we're going to test this out. No one likes it, But yeah, we'll see.
But it's interesting because do you feel like you have other products in the marketplace that are pressuring you to keep your price bound to a certain level?
Kind of, yes. And it's less around like direct comparables. And it's more like, well, GitHub costs us X per month. And, we use GitHub more than Tuple. So it feels weird that this costs more than that. It's like, yeah, it's sort of like, so people make those comparisons.
Right. I feel that a lot because there are just so many tools that are basically priced very similarly. And that I feel like that makes it harder for me to justify being significantly off from the baseline.
Yeah, but don't you feel like you're competing on quality? Like the reason that people would choose SavvyCal is because they like it better, because it's a better product. And so like, why wouldn't they pay for that quality?
Yeah. No, that's
like if people consider you totally equivalent to a competitor, then fine, they should use that competitor if they want the cheaper version. But I feel like you should be pricing for the people that are like, no, this is clearly better, and that is why it's more expensive.
Right. No, you make a good point.
I mean, it's easy to say from over here, to be clear. Like, it's very easy to tell people to raise their prices, and but then like when you try to think about it for yourself, it's
right.
It triggers a lot of emotions.
Yes.
Like I'm afraid. Like it's still scary. I feel like I preach the raise the prices thing, but in practice it's like hard to be like, oh, but like what if it isn't actually that great? And like as soon as like it's $5 more a month, people realize how crappy it is, and you know, like it's hard to fight the irrational, insecure part of my brain.
Right. Have you ever thought about like doing like a pricing study, something more rigorous that would give you like,
it's interesting,
you know, that curve? Because there is an optimal point, right? Where you like, if you cross a certain threshold, then it like enough people will be unwilling theoretically to pay that price.
Right.
And it'll become less optimal.
That's interesting. Yeah. Are you thinking of that? What was the name of that thing? There's a tool for this.
The Van Westendorp.
Yes. Van Westendorp, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I could give it a shot. I mean, yeah, that might be interesting. Basically, the vast majority of our users are not the buyer. So it's like on a team, there might be 100 people and only one of them makes a purchasing decision. And maybe that maybe none of them actually. Right. Sometimes it's just like the VP of engineering was like, yeah, go ahead. And then procurement bought it and it's like, it's not even really connected directly. So if I polled our users.
Yeah, that would not be optimal.
Yeah.
Right.
So it kind of feels like this might be just like a try some things and see what happens. Watch the numbers. I talked to Rob on a Twitter space. I was like, the normal pricing is $25 per user per month. And I was talking to him about bumping it. I was like, I'm thinking of going to 30. And he's like, why don't you go to 35? Feels like about the same to me. You know, if I had a team of 10 developers, it's 300 versus 350 different, considering a $2 million payroll or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, not really.
Yeah.
But then, so it's like, we ended up going to 30 because it was like, just felt nice and round. But it's like maybe 35's, maybe 40's right. 40's also round. I mean, I don't know. Like when we first started, we were at 50 and people were like, you're insane.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, that's, and then I went to 25, which is a big drop. And then people stopped telling me I was insane and it started working. But like, there's a whole bunch of numbers between those two. So, and inflation. And I mean, also like the product at like 6 months old was not like it is today.
Yeah. No, so that's fair. What's Joel's issue with nines?
Joel's issue with nines. I think he thinks it's like a cheap trick.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like, I think he doesn't care that psychologically it works where like people view that number as small. Like he thinks it's like exploiting a dumb a thing in people's brains is probably what he would say, something close to that.
Yeah.
But he will also undoubtedly be probably mad at my characterization of this because it won't be 100% accurate.
He can come on here and correct us if he wants to.
We can do a drop-in right here, Joel. If you want to send me an audio file, I will send it to Castos.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Castos, we're in the Castos podcast room.
We are.
By the way.
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing. So like I thought that's kind of a nice way to sponsor the conference. Or like it's like, so they set up 4 mics and headsets and audio interface, and we think we got it configured correctly.
I hope so.
So hopefully this sounds good. Although Craig, no pop filters on these mics.
Yeah.
It's kind of a but anyway, otherwise it's a cool idea. It was nice to have like a sponsorship turn into like directly a useful thing. I thought that was smart.
Does that feel like something along the vein of some kind of marketing project that Tuple would want to do?
Totally.
This type of thing.
Yeah. I'm excited just to try some marketing experiments. And as I was flying through the airport, like seeing like billboards and stuff, I was like, I mean, I just wonder what would happen. Like what if we tried like display advertising? Like if we had a billboard in Austin or Boston or New York or something, like where a lot of developers are, like what would happen? Like would we see results from that? I don't know. It just seems, I'm interested in trying some fun ideas.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be like hard to measure those things. That'll be the tricky part, you know?
Yeah.
But even when I do some like online things, more digital things, it's just so hard to get attribution dialed in. It's like almost feels like not even worth it to try.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I want to do the basics. We should get the basics of like, you know, how did you hear about us or things like that. So we're not like flying totally blind. But I'm like sort of not against the idea of just like, yeah, we do a lot of stuff. And if we get more trials each month than last month, that's great. And, you know, that's kind of okay.
There's enough slack in the system to absorb some experiments that may not pan out, but, you know, it's just like.
We have a mentor, like an advisor we've been working with and for marketing in particular. And we were asking him what kind of attribution to set up, especially as Aaron comes on. And he was like, you know, get the basics, but then, you know, you're never going to get it perfect. It's an infinite rabbit hole. So like, don't spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
Which matched with my intuition.
So would the basics be like sort of like a mixed panel, like track events?
Yeah, like, I mean, we should have UTM sources on our links, like as we're doing stuff. We should probably have like a how did you hear about us thing going on just to kind of get us some broad directional sense.
Yeah.
And like pay attention. Like actually an idea from one of the talks that I liked was spinning up a marketing change log.
Yeah.
Like just writing down when you do marketing things and having a list of them by date so that you can say, wow, we started getting way more traffic on this day. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That was when we changed the something.
Yeah.
So that would be, I think, also useful just for like very basic, like, okay, we put a billboard up in this thing and then traffic looked like this. So,
yep. Yeah. We were kind of riffing on this the other day. Like maybe you can do this in mixed panel too. Like have like specific events logged on the graph so you can see like laid over.
Totally. And those annotations, are cool. Yeah. I use that in barometrics and I find that useful. So yeah, having them, doing more of them in more places, I think is useful.
Yeah.
Because it's easy, like, especially now, there's more people doing stuff. So it's like, there's more things to keep track of and like, hey, what changed over here that made this metric move like this?
Yeah.
It's worth knowing.
Yeah. I loved Rob's recommendation of like, and I forgot we did this at Drip, but after a good support interaction, asking for a review or a testimonial.
That was actually something I wrote down as well, because so Dorothy does customer success for us and she's great at it. And she routinely gets people being like, this was awesome. I had someone like cold email me to be like, just so I want you to know like how awesome Dorothy has been. And so I was thinking about talking to her and just say like, hey, like if you get one of these, raving reviews, here's a little, let's just ask them to tweet about it.
Yeah.
Because that's still our main channel as far as I can tell.
Perfectly primed in that moment. They have all the warm, fuzzy feelings.
Exactly.
To do something for you.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's a good time to ask for a favor. And like that's like when we ask people to like, we actually ask people to tweet about us after like, I think their 10th 5-star call kind of thing. It's like a similar idea. So having a couple of those triggers, I think makes sense.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the little tactics from MicroConf. And I do feel like ROI wise, 1 or 2 good ideas can like totally pay for the conference, pay for the time, make it worth doing.
Totally.
Which is nice.
Agreed.
But yeah, I'm excited to do some marketing stuff. I was thinking last night, is like if we were a VC backed company, our investors would be like, you've hit product market fit. You now need to scale like crazy. And we would be hiring like 10 people. We would be raising millions of dollars and immediately spending it on marketing, sales, marketing teams, marketing, like throwing it, like testing 10 different channels probably. Yeah. And like we are just slowly creeping, like a little more tweeting over here. Like maybe we'll ask people to tweet about us, like hiring one marketing engineer after 4 years and like try some ideas. It's like we're going like, very slow bootstrappy style. And that I think like matches with us sort of philosophically fairly well. But it's like, and then Stripe Capital is like, hey, do you want $250,000? Right. It's just like, click a button and we'll deposit this in your Stripe account. And it's like, okay, so like we have resources to deploy if we want to.
Yeah.
And we're going like fairly slow, but it's like, what if I did just like, Aaron, spend $100,000 on like 2 amazing marketing things, like, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think you guys are in a good spot because you got some cash flow to play with. I was kind of talking this through with other founders here, where you're kind of either in one part of the spectrum or the other. You either have more ideas than money, and then so you get creative with either fundraising or I don't know, using one of the alternative like non-dilutive options or something, take on some debt, whatever. Or you're on the flip side where you have more money than ideas, which is arguably a better problem to have.
That's probably a good one, yeah.
But yeah, start taking some risks, get a little closer to a lean operation where you're like making some heavy investments into.
Well, it's interesting. Like it's if normally like we would be in the scale up phase in like the VC backed world, like why, like what does that look like in bootstrapping? That's like more reasonable, but like maybe a little further than we're going now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what if we did scale some stuff more? Yeah. I think ironically right now we are missing a talk about building a business that goes across different verticals.
Oh no.
So
you're robbing me of that.
Asia, yeah, exactly. Is telling you how to solve your main problem right now. And we're in here by ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
I like scanned that and I was like, I don't think that's really us. And I didn't really think if that would be you.
Oh man, I trusted your judgment.
Yeah, sorry.
Time slot.
hopefully you can get some notes from that.
I'll get some notes.
Yeah. She seems friendly too. I bet she would just talk to you.
Yes, I believe it.
Yeah, that's cool. So this thing we're going to later, the Can
Wonderland.
Yeah. What is this thing?
It's like adult Disneyland sort of situation.
Cool.
Like this weird old like warehouse building, and you go in. There's like mini golf and little like other carnival-y type things you can do in there. Arcades, they have a bar, and a lot of just like quirky local art work in there. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And I think it's cool to see on the schedule, like there's more getting out of the conference center today. Yeah. Like I'm going bowling with some people.
Nice.
What are you doing?
I think I signed up for the brewery tour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And people are doing trapeze and improv class and stuff. It's nice to see some variety there.
Yeah.
This is like actually, something I have been thinking in past years. Just like we're in an interesting place. Are we doing interesting things or are we just sitting in the hotel ballroom?
Right.
It's like, it'd be nice to make use of it. And so we are, which is cool.
It was funny when I left yesterday for dinner and like, I was just picturing in my mind that it was like dark and like overcast outside, walked outside and it's like bright and sunny. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. These hotels with no windows.
Yeah.
A little deceptive.
Totally.
Yeah.
I assume you're not staying in the hotel.
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I only live a couple miles from here, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You biking in?
No, because weather has been a little up and down, so it's like supposed to be pouring rain all day today. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. I was thinking it must be really great, like a ton of really good indoor options here because like the winter is like brutal. So like every business must be like ready to serve you inside, I suppose. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. And that's like, conversely, like the patio dining culture is like very strong here too. Because like, when the weather is nice, people like want to be outside.
Yeah.
So
we went to a pub earlier and they had a lawn bowling outside, like a huge, spot for like being outside. And I was like, oh man, that would be great.
Yeah.
I could see that if people treat it as precious when you can be outside. Yeah. Austin was great for that, by the way. Oh yeah, I just was in Austin, by the way.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Before this, it was great. Such a cool city. I was there for 3 or 4 days with my friend Dan. We had a blast.
Nice.
I hadn't been in about 8 or 9 years. It's just awesome. It's really funky. Tons of outdoor stuff because like everything has outdoor seating and there's because a lot of space. So it's like it was interesting. Like as a Bostonite, I think it's tricky to get liquor licenses in Massachusetts and New England because we're full of Puritans who, I don't know, don't like sin or something. Everywhere in Austin serves alcohol, like has a liquor license and also has outdoor seating because it's warm most of the time and there's enough real estate and it was just really great. It's a great vibe.
That's cool.
Yeah. So recommended. I would probably go back to Austin.
Yeah, I've been wanting to visit for a while. Probably has a lot of other kind of cultural similarities to Minneapolis and Portland and some of these other cool spots.
Yeah. Very, very tech forward kind of thing. I told you I was walking downtown and Dan spotted this building. I was like, oh, hey, don't you know that company? I was like, oh, yeah, it's WP Engine. Giant logo on top of a giant building. And I was like, oh my God, I have a new goal in life.
Yep.
It was pretty baller. So props to Jason Cohen for that life milestone.
Sounded like maybe the Tuple team is warming up to getting a dedicated physical space.
Yeah, like we've been doing the co-working space for a while. It's kind of bland, and it's also like pretty empty. We were expecting it to fill up as like things changed, but it sort of has stayed fairly empty. And really, like I'm not totally sold on co-working as like. I think most of the time they all sort of tout their community and most of them don't actually have community.
Right.
Like you're just working separately.
It's the facade of community.
Yeah. I'm working next to somebody or near somebody and it's just like, it's not real. But so we've been kind of like kicking, it's very much at like the mostly joking sort of maybe cooking around idea phase. Like, well, what if we did get our own like larger building and like found some like actual people we really like to like come work there too. Like not quite a co-working space, but a co-working space? I don't know.
Sort of curated by invite.
Curated, exactly. Like not trying to make it a business, but more like not a profit center, but a life profit center.
Yeah.
A PROPHET center.
There you go. Yeah, a friend of mine actually has he like started renting part of an office from another local company that's not a software company, but still like they're like, we have all this square footage and a lot of people are just remote most of the time. So it just is very cavernous and empty.
Yeah.
So I think part of it was like, let's offset a little bit of the rent, but more so for like, let's just get more people in here, who are cool, like, and respectful and like fun to see in the common areas and,
I think that could be really neat. I had joked about this with Wathen about like, after Tuple, I'm going to like buy a building and like host a startup accelerator in person kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what if we did like something like an echo of that right now? Like, why not? That might be really fun.
Yeah. Where Drip's office used to be was like the concept was supposed to be this place where a bunch of tech companies that had smallish teams could have individual private offices there, but like tons of also like community spaces where it's sort of like the benefits of a co-working space, but more skewed towards like dedicated offices than like a giant room of shared desk kind of situation. And it was kind of like, I don't know if they achieved perfect like community. Most people just kind of filed in, filed out. But if you wanted to participate in that, there was definitely like a core of people who would really try to like hang out with each other and get some of that mixing going on.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Could renovate an old warehouse or something.
Last night we hosted like a small gathering with some folks, and I think that was one of my highlights so far of the conference. It was just like that, like a longer term, like a couple hours of like with the same group, but like small enough to like really get to know people and dive into their things. And it just reminded me like, oh yeah, this is why I did NanoConf, is because this is so fun. Like this is actually my favorite part of this kind of thing, is like those smaller group things, deep dives. Yeah. That has also started the wheels turning for me again, which is like, okay, should I do another NanoConf coming up maybe this fall? So I've been kicking that around.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, in person is great. I like it. Humans.
I know.
Yeah, cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Maybe I'll catch the tail end of this talk.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up from MicroConf.
Live from MicroConf. This is. Oh, you know what? I have one more little story.
Yes.
Don't leave your phone in an Uber.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So this was the MicroConf community coming together. So I get to dinner last night, and it's like actually in my neighborhood, right near where I live, so a couple miles away from the hotel, and shared an Uber with someone. And we arrive, and about 10 minutes later, I realize I don't have my phone. You can log into Uber online and enter a phone number and say like, route me to the driver. And of course, that failed like 5 times back to back. Like just call dropped. Nothing went through. So then we mobilized and put it into lost phone mode and put Tony's phone number in. And then we started relentlessly calling the phone. And finally, after like 10 minutes of like, oh no, did I just lose my phone and all of my credit cards? Finally, we got a hold of the driver.
Nice. And
like I was hearing other stories of other folks who have made the same dumb mistake, and often there's a bit of extortion involved. Where like, so we met up at a Pizza Hut, and I had to pay him $30 to get my phone back.
Yeah.
And this guy was thankfully not that, but I still tipped him $20 for the trouble.
Yeah. I mean, he's at work trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it was not fun, but in the end, it built a little memory with some MicroConf people.
Nice.
So,
Through struggles.
I'll take that.
Connection.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Notes for the show?
Notes for the show can be found at artofproductpodcast.com.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.